Asquequas and Canupium, hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about fall.
Nupiam kisak katavatai katantuat katavatai kanupiam kisak katavatai katantuat Katabatas nasbinu amanitos Katabatas katanduat kamaguanat.
Today's episode is about fall. As I said earlier, today we're going to be talking about fall. Isn't that exciting? I love fall. It's my favorite season of the year. Do you know how to say fall in Narragansett? It's Taûbotne. Can you say Taûbotne? Very good job. Taûbotne is one of 4 seasons. And each season is a little different, especially depending on where you live. But here in Rhode Island, do you know what happens in the fall? That's right, the leaves start to change color. And what are some other things that happen? Yeah, the leaves fall down. Have you ever raked a pile of leaves and jumped into it? That's so much fun. Can you think of something else that happens? Yeah, the weather. It starts to change, right? It starts to get a little colder. You might get kimono, your jacket, and put it on and get nice and toasty. You might start to wear long sleeves instead of t-shirts because it's just a little bit colder. So those are just a few things that are different about fall than summer. I actually have a story about how our leaves change color in the fall. Do you want to hear it? If you want to hear it, say Nikis, Nikis. Say it louder, Nikis, Nikis. You do want to hear the story, wouldn't you? Well, let's go. Many, many moons ago, the Narragansett people had a very harsh winter. The number of deer started to dwindle and the people did not know why. Their food stores grew low and the people grew very hungry and concerned. One day, one of the hunters came back with fear in his eyes, for he had found large tracks and followed them to find a great bear who had been eating all of the deer. The village people sent their greatest hunters out after him, but none of them returned. Day after day, the village people grew more concerned, and the bear continued to eat and eat and eat the creatures of the forest. The village people grew hungrier and more concerned. How were they going to make it through the whole winter when none of the men had returned? 3 young brothers decided that they were going to hunt the bear. They told their mothers and their grandmother and the people of the community about their plans, and they all gave prayers and sang songs of thanksgiving. Before they sent the boys off. The boys tracked him down for many days and many nights. When they saw the great bear, they gave thanks before shooting their arrows. They hit him, and he was wounded, but the bear was so mighty, he was so great, that he did not perish. Instead, he ran. The boys chased after him. They chased him to the edge of the earth, and when he reached the edge of the earth, the bears jumped into the sky world. The boys followed after him, and they became the Big Dipper. They are still up there today. Thanks to those boys, the Narragansett people no longer have to worry about that bear. And every so often when the boys shoot, they hit. And that bear's blood drips down and changes the color of the leaves in the fall. Anyway, the end. So what did you think? Did you like the story? If you did, say Nikis. You did? Wonny. So I actually have some really fun facts about Taûbotne fall, if you want to hear. Nikis, you do? Wonny. Let's go. During the spring, summer leaves turn sun into their food. In the fall, because there's not as much sunlight, and it gets much colder, the leaves stop making the food. Because of this, chlorophyll, which makes the leaves green, breaks down. Slowly, the green starts to go away, and that's when you'll see the natural colors of the leaves, and they'll be turning yellow and orange and red. You can know that's because the chlorophyll is breaking down. But if you're outside and you pay close attention, you might notice that not all trees change the same. Some trees might be entirely yellow, while others might have entirely brown leaves, like the oak tree. That was a lot of fun facts about Tomaquag, huh? Specifically about the leaves and how they change colors. Would you like to learn how to draw a leaf? You would? Okay, come on, let's go. I'll teach you. Hey everybody, so today we're gonna be learning how to draw a leaf. I'm gonna start with a simple green leaf, but feel free to do whatever colors that you like. The material that you'll need today are a dark green marker, a light green marker, a yellow marker, and a black marker, or crayon or colored pencil. But really, as I said, feel free to be as creative as you want. We're gonna start off by making an almond shape with our dark green marker. If you don't know what an almond shape is, it is very similar to an oval, but it's a little more pointed. Feel free to look up a reference picture if you don't know what it looks like. Then we're gonna do a tiny triangle at the bottom. I made mine curved, but you could do yours straight if you'd like. Once you've got that done, you're going to add a line from the top of the leaf to the bottom of the leaf. And then you're going to do the same thing right next to it. That is going to create the inner stem, so the stem that is a part of the leaf. Then we are going to branch off with some little leaf veins, and we're going to do little tiny triangles. You might notice that as I'm doing these triangles, I am making mine curved. And that's gonna add some dimension to my leaf, but if you want a flat leaf, feel free to just do regular triangles. Do them however you want. You can do them thin or thick. I just like to do mine thick because I really like the contrast of colors, but everybody likes different things, so do them however you would like. Once you have that done, we're gonna take our lighter green. So now's your chance to get your lighter green marker out and ready. You got it? Woonie, great. Well, woonie, good. Woonie means good. Mishy, great. Once you have your green marker ready to go, you're going to start to outline anything that is not part of the stem with your light green. And then you're going to create these small lines within those white pockets. Everything you outlined, you're gonna put small green lines in. And as I say, you can do this however you want. There's so much variety that you can do here. I'm going vertically, but feel free to go horizontally. You could decide you just wanna color these in. You don't wanna do lines at all. You could do thicker lines, thinner lines. You could decide you want to do pointillism. I mean, you could do it however you want, but this is just how I like to do it. I like to do these thin green lines with space in between that I'm going to then fill in later. Now you might notice that these lines are curved. Again, that's going to be adding dimension. Now that we've got that done, we're going to move to a yellow and we're going to fill in all that stem with yellow. At this point, I debated whether or not I was going to use a lighter yellow, and I realized it's going to be easier for you guys at home to just use one yellow than to use two yellows. So I stuck with the same yellow and I filled in the leaves, and I accidentally filled in the green way too many times, but any spot that is white, you should fill that in green, unless you want to have white highlights, and that's always fun. Sometimes I do that with my leaves, but we're going with the simplest way possible. And simple doesn't mean that it's any less good. simple can sometimes be some of the best artwork. Now that we've got that done, we're going to do the stem with our black marker. And you're going to notice that I do this slowly, little by little, because these are the finishing touches. When we outline the stem in black, that should be something we take time on. Then I add these little curved dots lines just to one side of the stem. And again, this is something that adds dimension, but if you want yours to look two-dimensional, you don't have to add these. Two-dimensional is great. You see that I keep messing up. And then I trace the outside, I trace the little triangles that we made earlier. And you'll notice when I'm adding the lines for dimension, I'm only adding them to the bottom. And I think that that's really important. You could decide to add it to the top or the bottom, but for me, I think adding it to the bottom is gonna add just the right amount of dimension and shadow that I need. Once that is done, you've got your leaf, your finished product. But if you would like to try it in a different color, I'm gonna show you how it might look if we did it with red. So I would say do everything the same if you were gonna do it with red. Just instead of using green, you would use red markers, a darker red and a lighter red. Truthfully, I think you really only need one, but it does add extra dimension to have two markers instead of one. So this is what it might look like if we were to have done it in red. A nice musky red leaf. And finally, we're going to do brown. And for brown, I did take an extra step. And not only did I color everything brown, but I also decided I don't think that yellow would be the highlight for brown. That seems weird. I also don't think I picked the best highlight for brown. I think we could have done it in a different color. So you can see that's what it would look like if you kept yellow, which is perfectly fine. But I used more of a peach color to fill in all of the highlights. And I think it shows how if you play around with color, the difference that it can make. There I go, filling in the wrong thing way too many times. And what's fun about this is it's relatively fast once you get the hang of it. And drawing leaves is something that I like to do almost meditatively. It's something that you can just whip out and doodle on the side of your paper. You can make a whole tree with this. You could make a fall scene with these. And once you know how to do it, you can change it and do it a variety of different ways. So I really, truly encourage you guys to just have fun with this. It's fall time and we should be drawing more leaves. Now, if you decide you're going to do this art project, please tag us, add us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We want to see your artwork. And who knows, if you send it in, you might even get spotlighted in a future episode. We might show your art. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the rest of the video. Did you guys enjoy learning how to draw leaves? Me too. Well, I actually have a basket of leaves right here. I wonder what colors they have inside. Let's find out. Okay, if you know the color, shout it out, shout it out. Yes, that's right, it is red, but do you remember how to say red in Narragansett? Mushquee, 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 mushquee. It is a mushquee leaf, a red leaf. Let's see what we have next. That's right, it is purple, but how do we say purple in Narragansett? Sucky, 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 sucky. Good job. I wonder what color we have next. Ooh, this matches my shirt. It's mooey, mooey. Mooey is black. It is a mooey leaf. Wonder what other colors we have. Oh, I'm excited to find out. Oh, how bright and beautiful. Wasawi. Wasawi. It's a wasawi leaf. Isn't that fabulous? I love wasawi. Let's see what color we have next. Do you know this color? It is white. And the word in Narragansett starts with that same W sound. Wompy. 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 Let's see, there's only 2 more leaves in the basket. I wonder what color we're gonna get. Oh, many people know leaves to be this color. What color is this? Yes, it's green, but green in Narragansett is askaski. 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 Does anyone have any guesses about what the next color will be? Pashawi, you are right, it's blue, it's blue. Pashawi, Pashawi. Well, great job, everybody. Thank you for doing colors with me. You know what? It's kind of chilly in here. I'm getting pretty cold. Naquiquatch, I am cold, I am cold. I think I have a video that teaches you how to say I am cold in Narragansett. Do you want to see it? Let's check it out. Naquiquatch, I am cold, I am cold. 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 That was so much fun and it warmed me right up. I love getting nice and toasty in the fall and wearing my anawáyean, my coat. And there's something else I really like to do in the fall. Do you know what it is? I like to count leaves. Have you ever counted leaves before? It's pretty fun. Come on, I'll show you. It's Taûbotne. Let's count the leaves. Naquit, Nisa, Nish, Yo, Napana, Quata, Inada, Swosak, Paskuga, Piak. Naquit, Nisa, Nish, Yo, Napana, Quata, Inada, Swosak, Paskuga, Piak. Naquit, Nisa, Nish, Yo, Napana, Quata, Inada, Swosak, Paskuga, Piak. Yay! Numbers! Wow, that counting was really fun. I've had so much fun learning about fall with you guys. Unfortunately, our time here has come to an end for today, but I'll see you next week. Before we can go, we have to say goodbye in the Narragansett language. Hawunsek. Can you say Hawunsek? Good job. Hawunsek, Hawunsek, Hawunsek. See you next week.